Welcome. Welcome to more Dark Souls. My friend is not joining me this time, and I am not the clubbing character of old. As you might have seen from the title, I am a thief. And by a thief, I mean I'm an archer who cheats. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's played as a thief character before, or an archer character for that matter, but archery is really boring, or is not boring. I wouldn't still be doing it if it was really boring, but it cheats a lot. I'm using a dagger as my primary weapon, which is really interesting, honestly. I've really liked it, way more than I thought I would. Like, to the point where I honestly think that the bandit dagger that the thief starts with is like a super viable weapon that you could use like the whole game. It has a bleed effect on it, and it's crazy. It's crazy good. I was just doing some Let's Play for anybody who has been frequenting my channel lately and is concerned that it seems like all I'm doing is PS4 streams lately. It's because I've been recovering from sinus infection after sinus infection and having different issues in real life that's keeping me from... that's kind of just been keeping me from having time or even the health to stream or to do my recordings properly. And so I haven't been. Today was the first day that I've come back to trying to doing my recording in like a month. And with that, I have that policy going for myself now, where I'm not going to do any recordings. Gosh, I can't. Sorry, I've been talking all evening because I've been doing recordings. I'm not going to do any uploads until I have the full Let's Play finished. That way I know I have the whole series. I know I have beaten it, and I know I know I can upload it all. Rather than getting, 3/4 of the way into a series, the game getting put down for whatever reason, and me never coming back to finish it. It happens more than it should with me and my Let's Plays. So, in order to avoid that, I am trying to make sure that I beat a game before I do any uploading. That being said, the next game after Iron Beholder 2, which is done now, it's fully uploaded. And the next game after that game is quite the lengthy one. I think I might be halfway through it, maybe. And I know you could be saying, well, why aren't you still playing it now? Why'd you switch over to Dark Souls for the night? It's because, honestly, my nose is starting to act up, which always happens when I Let's Play. I don't know why. But when I'm recovering from a sinus infection, it's a lot worse than it normally would be. Ow. And so, with that in mind, yeah? Alright. With the sinus infection in mind, and the fact that I can't really continue going with my nose the way it is right now, and I started coughing because it's running down my throat lately, and it's just an unpleasant time. And so, towards the final episode of the session, I was starting to have trouble holding it back. And because of that, I didn't want to keep going. And besides, I was at a decent stopping point anyways, and I figured, I can come over here and stream, and anybody who really doesn't care that I have sinus problems can watch the stream and have a good time watching me play Dark Souls. Maybe, if you like that sort of thing. If you don't, watch it anyways. This is why I say it's cheating, by the way. I know he could shoot back, but, like, basically any other character would have had to figure out how to deal with that guy. Also, they even added in a headshot mechanic. He does more damage if you shoot him in the head. But they did make sure that if they're blocking, it no longer matters where you shoot them. That being said, I was still able to kill him with arrows from the range. It's just OP because of the aiming. To be honest, the aiming is what makes it overpowered. And it's also honestly only overpowered in like transition areas versus normal enemies. Versus bosses, bows are not that OP. They don't do enough damage to really be that overpowered versus bosses. They take too long to fire and they don't pack the punch. The crossbow is a little bit more useful versus bosses, because you can fire it while you run in and get a little bit of extra damage off. I do have a shield. I just fell down a hole. I play this. This is bad. It's okay. The dagger is really good. You might have noticed that all of a sudden my damage numbers went from like 300 to 800 on him. Like I had done about 300 points of damage, and all of a sudden I did about 800 points of damage. That was because the bleed procced. Because that enemy has low bleed resistance. And since this weapon has bleed damage on it, I suddenly dealt way more than enough. Hello, giant crab. I really don't want to fight you. Guess that doesn't matter. He really wanted to fight me. That's what I get for killing small crabs. That is entirely what I get. Alright. Now I have to go get that. No, dog, don't do it. No, dog. Bad dog. Dog. There's a giant crab coming for us, dog. I told you, dog. I told you. Listen to me. Oh, of course not. Alright. So honestly, this is actually faster. Right over here. If you spend too much time, the crab comes for you, but you don't have to spend that much time. You just kill this guy. And then you're on your way. Which menu it was. Is it this one? Where you check comments? No. Is it This menu where you check comments? Yes. All 0 comments are checkable from right there. And as dumb as it is, it blacks out the entire screen from the stream. So if I try to check comments, nobody has any idea what's going on. Which makes no sense to me. I don't know why they do it that way, but they do. The one thing about being an archer in this game that is sort of made up for, does sort of make up for its crazy overpowered nature, is the need for arrows, and the fact that you have to buy them with souls. So you have to use some of your precious souls on arrows if you play an archer. Which you might say that that's kind of like whatever, who cares? And you'd be sort of right. It is sort of like whatever, who cares? Because like I said before, you kind of just get to cheat. I've also got this. It's like a power shot. I missed. Yeah, see, 187 points of damage. It's pretty insane, right? And then he tries to drink his friggin' heal, and he just gets pounded with a big arrow. Boom! And I'm, like, completely free to use it, because Dagger's special ability is lame, and not usable anyways, because I have a bow out. So if I really wanted to use it, I'd have to dual hand, and then it's just the quick step. And the quick step is not very good. It doesn't... It's like a dodge. It's basically dodge. Like, think Bloodborne's dodge. That's the quick step.
Well, this is unexpected. I don't often have visitors. What do you want? This is my study that you've happened upon. If you haven't any business, I've reading to get back to. How intriguing. Very well. Indeed, I am a sorcerer, with plenty to share. However, what champion demands service without recompense? Clearly, you're not that sort of woman. So you will make me a promise that in exchange for my teaching, you will bring me knowledge. In the form of scrolls detailing sorcery's secrets. Well? Very
sure.
well. You're no fool. I am Orbic, unkindled one. We will learn together.
I have enough intelligence for him to join me? I only have a 10. I guess 10's all you need. Because he doesn't teach you sorceries unless you have a certain amount of intelligence. I thought you needed more than 10. In a way, that's sort of why I bashed his head in the other file. Alright. I'm gonna try poison. Because I like the idea of poison working. Hoping it does. This boss is hard. I know sometimes it's not. I know all about the sometimes it's not. Oh, of course. So I get lots of strikes off at each attack. poison, I think, did work. It did. She is taking poison damage. He maybe... Oh, the bleed procced! I suddenly did 1,200. This dagger is insane! Yeah. That's the power of the dagger. Right there. Mixed with the power of being an item user. Like, it's so good. It's so good! I just wish that magic was, like, anywhere near as good as this, as physical in this game. And it's just not. And like I said, the bow lets you cheat. Which... magic does not really let you cheat. I know that there's gonna be plenty of people out there that are like, they're gonna be like, magic is good, you're just bad. Okay, sure. You know? Sure. I'm bad. Okay. You caught me. But I don't know if you noticed, with the bow, I can literally just shoot them forever. From really far away, too. That's the other thing about the bow that makes it a little ridiculous. Is that, even though I'm missing, like, really badly. There we go. That arrow hit the ground, apparently. I have, with the hawk ring that I have equipped, that you get from killing the giant, by the way. So the giant that fires arrows is dead in this file. That's all the herald armor. That might be useful to equip. But from killing that giant, you get the hawk ring, which is what the little bow next to my stats is all about. And it increases the range of your bow and crossbow attacks. That's all the game tells you it does, but it actually does a lot more than that. It increases the range of all ranged weaponry that you can throw or otherwise use, basically. Firebombs get thrown at higher arcs, so they can go farther. The throwing knives have, and the throwing knives, the poison knives, and the kukri, which are all the throwing knives in the game, have lower damage fall-off ranges, so you can use them at farther range, and they go farther before they start to fall. And then the bow zooms in farther and has a damage fall-off range that's smaller and does more damage. Or not does more damage, just goes farther. Ow. You like bleeding? Because you just bled and lost a ton of life. Yeah. The just constant attacking of the dagger mixed with its bleed and its overall power, because it's a pretty good dex weapon, And I'm building a Dex character here, so it charges up pretty quick, or it scales pretty quickly, which is insane. And then it works well with Pontiff's right eye because I get some health back from all the consecutive attacks. It just, yeah. Anybody who was watching the last time me and my friend were playing, we had trouble with those two. They, he got the one with the spider shield dead, but then he died to the next one. And then I had to fight the next one, but with the club, I did not beat him as quickly as I just beat those two right there. Because I wasn't using the dagger. That shield is overall better. One of the enchanted blue shields. The crest shield greatly reduces dark damage. Oh wow, yeah, it's really powerful versus dark. It's a really good shield overall. This shield increases poison resistance. It offers high resistance to poison. Shouldn't you notice my poison resistance go up? Does it not? Is it only poison resistance if you block the poisonous attack with it? Is that what it is? Well, I use the Chloranthy Ring, and the Grass Crest Shield and the Chloranthy Ring don't stack. And right now I don't have any other rings that I want to use. Other than Chloranthy. So the Blue Crest Shield is the best choice. Even though, in reality, I don't use my shield very much. I also could put on the Herald Helm if I really wanted to. I might not look as good. No, actually, it goes pretty well with this armor, to be honest. It really kind of does go fairly well. So I'll make use of it. Even though now I was always kind of planning on being an archer. Archer first, like, I know I wrote down thief playthrough. That's just because my starting class was a thief.
Gracious, let this. I only hope these.
What are the new wares? It's not bad. If you're at full health, the next hit won't hurt that bad. Or at least not as bad. Canvas Talisman. That might be new. I don't remember that. I doubt it is, though. I probably just don't remember it. Any poppers?
Ashen one.
I don't see anything that catches my eye.
Oh, hello. It took some prowling, but I finally made a score. Go on, have a gander.
Awesome. He has lots of new stuff. I already have a short bow and a light crossbow, so... Pontiff Knight curved sword. That's what I'm using. The bandit's knife. This looks like it's a dex weapon. Requires a good amount of dex. Costs a lot of souls. Sounds really awesome too. Large arrows are better than my standards, which I've been needing him to come back for a little while now so that I could buy standards. There's the assassin's hood, which is a better looking hood than what I had. It's got all the assassin armor now. Pontiff Knight Shield. A Knight Shield. He's got a lot of good stuff now. Like, a lot. He's got lightning urns, which are freaking great. I can buy throwing knives from him, which is good. I really should. I found out you can combo them. Like, if you just press the button a bunch, you can just, like, throw. Which is awesome. I'm gonna buy a bunch of them. I'm gonna buy 120. Which I know, cost me a bunch of souls. That's this character. I need another 100 or so of these. And then I'm only gonna buy, because of how much they cost. Yeah, 55 large arrows. I'm really tempted to buy this sword. It's gotta be said. I doubt I can use the Crystal Sage weapon.
Goodbye.
I am really tempted to buy that sword though. It sounds really cool. It could be a complete waste, and I could end up just being like, no. Don't want it. Oh, well, the rapier's free. And while it is an intelligence scaling weapon, it doesn't require intelligence to use. But it is just a rapier. But it's also free. This is just a silly sorcery. Not good one, too. I should probably have gotten the 3,000 souls instead, but, you know, whatever.
Welcome, sir. Very well then taken.
So don't laugh at my stats. I know they're bad. Especially since I'm raising strength. I don't even know if Dex would do anything for my right hand weapon right now either. It doesn't. It gives me 2 points of attack in my bow though. My strength gives me 1 as well. I need my strength to be a 16, I think. For something. I'm just gonna do it. It's fine.
Farewell, I shall not need.
My stats aren't really bad. The 15 endurance, 15 vigor was on purpose. Other than that, I'm focusing dex. I got my vitality up to a 10. It started lower than that. But I'm mostly using the Mira stuff. It's actually decent medium armor, and that's good enough. Since I'm just using a bow and really light weapon, I'm mostly okay overall in that regard. 800. It's almost enough. I could probably just go sell 1,500 worth of stuff.
Oh, wait,
I was kind of hoping he'd have kookaries, but he doesn't. 'Cause I only have 9 of them. And they cause bleed, so... Which I'm coming to realize is really good. But mostly what I'm trying to do is one of the things that I've never really done in any Souls game. I'm trying to be an item user overall. Like,
goodbye.
I'm using arrows out of the bow. I've been using my fire bombs. I keep getting a lot. I've been using my throwing knives. I've been using my resins and things like that. Like I'm down to 1 pine bundle because I've been using the bundles a good amount actually. I think I can buy those from her. Not that I have like any souls left, but you know. I should actually go get some souls for upgrading. So let's see, 94 plus 31. So damage-wise, it's just better because 94 plus 31 is 124. So this like straight away is a better damage weapon by about 30. Oh, look at that sword. That's cool. It is slower. Oops. But it's also got this. Oh, that's so freaking awesome. Oh, I love it. I might have to use this sword instead of my dagger. I mean, I'll keep my dagger equipped, but I think that sword is gonna probably... I think I'm gonna use the sword.
Ah, just good what needs.
I think I'm gonna use the sword. What does it cost me to reinforce it? Twinklings. Costs twinklings. Ouch. I might keep using the dagger.
Pretty be careful. I don't.
It's a cool sword, though. It's definitely cool.
Ah,
But it is one of the twinkling weapons. I really don't need more than 5 of those. Yeah, she does have some. I want to still have 1,400. So I'll buy 2.
Ashen one.
And then I'm gonna come over here and buy a couple more things. Because like I said before, I'm kind of making an item character. Overall. So there we go. Got a couple lightning urns. I've got a cool new sword. I actually think I can upgrade my Estus flask.
Ah, just what needs.
I'm actually gonna have one Ashen.
Pretty
Now.
be careful.
Which I have in here. Because I don't expect to use it that much. Especially not in like the middle of a battle. Alright. Headed to the Cathedral of the Deep. Alright, I don't have a lot of time left. I'm probably gonna get to test out my sword a little bit. And then I need to go to bed. But, first and foremost, I'm an archer. Bam. And archers are broken. Ow! Unless you're bad, me. Then archers aren't broken because you get hit a bunch anyways. Did I just one-shot that dog? No. Now it's coming. Come then, dog. You shall face your fate. Oh, there's another dog. Ow! Yeah, well, it's not quite as powerful as I'd hoped. I knew it wouldn't be, because it's not upgraded at all. But you know, you get a new weapon, and it seems like it's really cool. You always kind of hope it's going to be way better than it is. I didn't even do that much damage. That attack only did 70. I mean, yeah, it's possible that the dog doesn't care about ice. That arrow just seeked some. That was a seeking arrow. No wonder I can't dodge these arrows. They're seeking. No, hold on. I need to do this and aim at the head. Dead dog. That was my power shot, my puncture shot. Ha! I have won this battle. My puncture shot is one of the only things I use that takes my focus like at all. The only other thing I have is my weapon skills. And if I actually do use this sword, I finally have a weapon skill that I'll use. Because, I mean, regardless of its damage, it hits a lot. In a really big area. Ah, yes. This enemy. He wants to blow himself up, but we're just gonna shoot him. Grab some Estus here. And... There we go. That's this sword showing its true use right there. Take that, magic. Alright. In order for me to check comments right now, I gotta do it the dumb way. I apologize. No, I'm not. I'm actually not playing online. I'm playing offline. I know most Dark Souls players probably frown the moment they hear that. I prefer the game in offline mode. I just find it to be a funner experience if I'm not interrupted every 10 seconds by an invader. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if it's just because the game is really popular. I don't know if it's just because the community is a bunch of dicks that just invade people's worlds all day long. But I get invaded a lot. And I prefer to play the game with Ember going because you can run into the NPC dark spirits, and I find them to be really fun to fight, and I like the rewards you get from them because you get like cool items and stuff, and I don't want to miss out on cool items and things like that, so I prefer to play it with Ember going. But if I play it with Ember going, I just get invaded legitimately almost in between every bonfire. I will get invaded at least once, and it's just not fun for me. I don't like PvP. That's really what it comes down to. I don't like PvP in like any game ever. So, yeah. It's just how it is. It is what it is. It's not for everyone, you know. Like you can play it online, and I do like the co-op aspect. That's the unfortunate part. Is that the co-op aspect of the game I enjoy. And if it was possible to play online and just have the co-op aspect and not have the invasion, I would do it all the time. But I just can't I can't get rid of the invasion aspect. I have to have that. I don't want it. Man, I'm going back to my dagger. And I'm gonna stab him in the butt. Just right up in the butt. Okay, didn't kill that one. That's fine. Things aren't worth anything anyways. Let's drink that Ashen Flask. What are these enemies worth? Like 2 souls? Like, I think actually in this area specifically, I almost always get invaded at least once. And this area can be quite the challenge, really. Yes, I do have PS Plus. And I could play online. But I don't. For the reasons I tried to explain. I do not play online. Every now and then I'll log into Dark Souls and play it online, but usually I just flip that offline switch and play the game and have fun. It's hard enough already, you know? Oh god! One of the wormy guys. Hate the wormy guys. Oh god, more wormy guys. Get out of here. Wormy me. Get your worminess. Oh god! No! 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 Get that out of here. Isn't there like some really big badass enemy in this area right here? I feel like there is. Executioner's greatsword. Oh no, there's just a lot of these guys. And one of them's a worm. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm sorry. I tried using the spin blade attack and it didn't spin blade. There was no spinning. There was no, you know. I will get my souls. I can't just quit with my souls out there. I need to quit though. Pull this out and go. Oh god. Okay. He didn't kill me. Oh, cool, more throwing daggers. I should be using those. They are good. They are good weapons. So I think the extra range will be a little bit more useful against these guys. Extra range of this sword. Versus my other one. It is definitely... This sword is definitely better in two hands than in one hand. Wow. The difference on this blade is pretty impressive, actually. Alright. I got my souls. Not very many souls, but I did get them. I know how to play online. You don't need to try to tell me. I know how to play online. It's a choice. It is a choice not to. Ah! No! No! Ah! Ah! I don't need to fight you. I don't know why I'm trying to. Why am I trying to? Yeah! No. Oh god, stupid worms. I don't think I have a torch. This is dumb of me. I need a torch. Might be about to die. No. Okay, I didn't do that much damage. I need to go back to town and buy a torch before I do this area. I forgot all about the worm crap. I would have had one already. Anyways, I'm gonna quit because I gotta go to bed. I got work in the morning, like always, so. Seriously, dude. For anybody who's confused about the whole me continuously talking about how I know how to go online thing, there was a person here who was watching who was asking if I played online and if I wanted them to help. And I'm not playing online for all the reasons I explained. I prefer to play this game offline. I find it funner that way. And nothing anybody says is going to change my mind on that one, so don't try. And he was starting to tell me how to turn on online play. Like I didn't know, or something. But anyways, like I said, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna go to bed. And so, yeah. Hope you all enjoyed.